Nobody should have to watch the child take their last breath. And I did.
Fighting back tears, Rich Leotta goes in hard on the suspected drunk driver that struck and killed his 24-year-old son, Montgomery County police officer Noah Leotta.
My son was murdered by this irresponsible, reckless individual.
Now he and a sea of law enforcement officers are pushing for Noah's Law, a bill that would require anyone with a blood alcohol level of .08 or higher to have an ignition interlock device in their car.
It's the only method that stops a drunk driver from getting on the road and endangering everyone's life. You can't start the car, you can't drive away.
One by one, officers share stories of being hit by drunk drivers.
My right lung collapsed, a bunch of broken ribs, my aorta ruptured.
A drunk driver struck the side of my car at about 70 miles an hour, severing bones in my foot and my leg, dislocating my knee and my hip.
I was in the left breakdown lane in lane 1 with my marked cruiser, lights on. Drunk driver fell asleep at the wheel and struck me going about 70 miles an hour.
It was a hit and run. After I was able to determine who the suspect was, found out that he had a suspended and revoked license and 7 prior DUIs.
The fact of the matter is every single drunk driver, .08 and higher, legally drunk, should go into the program because we know for a fact that it works.
Delegate Ben Kramer says this year's bill is 40 pages long, but it's the only bill that will help save Maryland lives.
Ignition interlocks work. It's common sense. There's no reason for us not to take this step.
25 states, including neighboring Virginia, have already passed similar legislation. Both Delegate Kramer and the parents of Officer Leotta want to know why the Maryland legislature won't offer the same protection for its residents.
The people of Maryland deserve better than a committee that's been blocking this since 2009 under the chairmanship of Joseph Valerio.
Aware of the comments being lodged against him, Valerio cited a recent report that shows ignition interlock use is on the rise in Maryland. He defended his stance at the judiciary hearing.
I'm concerned. You're concerned. We're all concerned. And I can only tell you that this committee and this legislature will do its best to protect the citizens of this state.
But Delegate Kramer's testimony ruffled a few feathers when he inferred that the committee might be persuaded by the liquor lobby.
And we said to them, kiss my ass. Pass Noah's Law.
I'm a co-sponsor of this bill, and I fully support it, but it's not helpful to have the committee, by implication, suggest that we don't care.
Not once has there been a single citizen that came in and testified against it.
But it doesn't mean that's the reason why we didn't vote on your bill. And
I didn't say that, Madam Vice Chair.
Well, that was the implication.
Noah's parents say their son's death was not in vain, and they will fight to make sure no one else dies at the hands of drunk drivers.
I'm here, and I will be here forever till we make a difference. Noah would want me to do that. That's his legacy. That's what he would want.
I'm Yolanda Vasquez for State Circuit.